Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Well, in this video, we are going to talk about improving, brushing up the vocabulary. And trust me, vocabulary is everything. If you're reading some content, you're listening to some conversation, you're writing, you're speaking, you are just speaking words. And these small words are making sentences, paragraphs, speeches, books, and everything. So, this video is really going to help you to improve your vocabulary, and I assure you, three tricks that I'm going to talk about today. If you work on these, you will see the improvement within 2 to 3 days. And after 1 week, after 1 month, you will feel like you have immense vocabulary words that you can talk about anything and you will feel confident about that as well. Number one trick that will help you to boost up your vocabulary is to work on your synonyms. And when I'm saying synonyms, I don't want you guys to buy a book where 100 synonyms are available or 1000 synonyms are available, memorize it, cram it. Not at all. Remember, learning a language or improving a language is not about memorizing content because it is a skill and you only improve a skill when you do the practice. I want you to do one practice, one simple practice to improve your synonyms, and that is whenever you listen to a word, think about 2 to 3 synonyms of that word. That's it. If you have a notebook, in fact, we all have the cell phone, and in our cell phone, we have the notes folder. So just go to the notes and keep writing those simple words and 2 to 3 synonyms of that. Create your own dictionary, create your own list of synonyms. How would you create it? Let's think about any word. The word could be even happy. Now, happy, what could be other words to replace it? Delighted, excited, not excited, sorry, delighted, cheerful, over the moon, at the cloud nine, sad. What could be other words to replace sad? The word could be not happy. The word could be I'm depressed, I'm upset. Any word that you listen to, that you are using in your day to day conversation, think about the synonyms of those words. Even synonyms, what could be the alternative of the word synonym? Even the alternative itself is the synonym. Punctual. What could be the synonym of the word punctual? If you can't think of a synonym directly, just think about the definition. What is the meaning of the word punctual? The meaning of punctual is always comes on time. Or if you go to the other side, negate it, never comes late. These are the synonym. Work on building your own synonym. The word is but. You have said the word but and you don't want to say it again. What could be other word to replace it? The word could be, however, in contrast, in contrary. If you look at the other side of the picture, if you burn the other side of the candle, there could be so many expressions that you can use and keep building up. Or just select the word which catches your fancy, write it down in your notes, write it down in your notebook, and you will see that now you are feeling confident because you're not repeating a word. Instead, you are applying different words even to talk about the same thing. And there could be simple words that you need to replace, even and moreover, in addition, additionally, furthermore, further, words are there and these words are simple. We just have to grab all these words, put them down on the notebook and start practicing applying these words. Just take a word, for example, the word applying these words, implementing these words, using these words, practicing these words. So just keep and create a list of the synonym, and it's not about memorizing the content, it's about creating your own dictionary, creating your own list of synonyms that you will make. And you do not need to write down every word that you think about the synonym of. For example, and, moreover, furthermore, further, in addition, these words are common. You do not need to write it down. But if there is a word you were not aware that what could be the synonym of that, the word is intelligent. Let's suppose you are thinking you can't think about the synonym, then there comes the time when you have to write it down. The word could be genius, wise, sagacious. These could be the synonyms of the word intelligent. Write down these words. So the words that you can easily think about, what are the synonym, 2 to 3 replacement of these words? You don't need to write it down. But the word, you can't think of the synonym. Go to Google maybe, go to ChatGPT. DeepSeek is there. A lot other, your instructors are there, your fellows are there. Just ask about the synonyms from AI, from internet technology, from your friends, from your English teacher. Think about the synonym. Ask them about the synonym. When they give you the synonym, write it down in your list, and that's how create your own list. That's the number one trick. Now, the number two trick is you have to start reading and listening. There are two combinations. The first combination is of reading and writing. Start reading the content. Trust me, if you I know the reading is boring, and it's boring, trust me, only in the beginning. When you start reading, you will find it boring. But when you keep reading, I mean, just take an example of a chapter. Even when I start reading, the beginning of a chapter is always boring, but after 2 to 3 pages, after 1 or 2 pages mostly, you will connect with the chapter, you will connect with the writer's opinion, writer's thought, and that would be the time when you won't be able to leave the book. Start reading. You might apply a time block method for reading. Just spare 10 minutes, 5 minutes for the beginning, maybe 2 minutes. Just spare your 2 minutes where you're not going to do anything else. Set the stopwatch, do the reading for 2 minutes, do the reading for 5 minutes. You will see that if you keep doing it on daily basis, it will automatically become your habit. Now, I was telling you there are two combinations, reading and writing. A good reader always become a good writer. So if you want to become a good writer, if you want to improve your vocabulary in writing, you have to start reading. And trust me, I'm also habitual of reading. For instance, these are the 3 books that I completed in the month of January. And these are the books which are my target in the month of February. So I'm also reading approximately 2 to 3 books a month. But I am telling you, in the beginning of the book, in the beginning of the chapter, you will find it boring. But keep reading. Just set 2 minute timer, 5 minute timer. Once you get habitual to this, I assure you, you won't be able to leave the chapter until or unless you don't complete it. It happens. Now, I was telling you reading, and number two is listening. Remember, vocabulary that you have for writing is different than the vocabulary that you have for listening or even for speaking. For instance, you might know the meaning of number of words, a lot of words that you read. You know the meaning, but you're not speaking those words. So speaking vocabulary is different. Listening vocabulary is different. You might have heard a word, but you don't even know the spellings of the word. You never read that word before. And reading vocabulary is also different. Writing vocabulary is also different. So to build up your listening and speaking vocabulary, because this is the package too, this is a combination of two. The first combination is of reading and writing. A good reader becomes a good writer. A good listener becomes a good speaker. So the vocabulary, the pronunciation, the words that you will listen to, automatically you will start pronouncing those words. You will start using those words in your English. Take an example of a baby who is just 2 years old, 3 years old, who has just started speaking. Has he ever been to any school? Never. He has never been to any school. He has never read any book. How did he learn the vocabulary words that he's speaking nowadays? By listening. Whatever the words that you listen to, you start speaking those words. Even whatever the language you listen to, you start speaking that language. Take the example of the baby. A baby in China will be speaking in Chinese. A baby in Germany will be speaking German. In Saudi Arabia will be speaking in Arabic. How? Because he's listening to that language. Build your habit of listening to English conversations on daily basis. Once again, set the timer, apply the time block method, listen to any English conversation for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. It could be a movie, it could be a season, documentary, cartoons, commentary. If you like football, watch and just watch the football, listen to the commentary, pay attention to the word they're using, and apply those words in your speaking. Automatically you will see now your vocabulary has improved. Now, number three trick which will help you to boost up your vocabulary is never take the pressure of difficult words. In fact, these difficult words are opportunity to learn a new word today. If your native language is Arabic, you find a difficult word in Arabic, what would you do? You are going to find out the meaning in Arabic, not in any other language to understand it. Same as if you find out a difficult word in English, find out the easy word in English, not in your native language, but in English. For instance, the word is sagacious, exquisite. You do not know the meaning of the word sagacious, let's suppose. For sagacious, the meaning is intelligent, genius. Fine, you understand it now. You don't need to know the meaning in your own language. Learn the meaning of new words, of difficult words in English. The word is exquisite. What is the meaning of the word exquisite? The meaning is beautiful, gorgeous. Now, these are the meaning. You understand pretty, you understand beautiful. You do not need to know the meaning in your own native language. The word is colossal. Now, what is the meaning of the word colossal? You don't know that. Fine. Don't look for the meaning in your language. Go and find out the meaning in English. The meaning would be big. It is simple. Whenever there comes a new word, if you're reading a newspaper, you're reading a book, you find out a new word there, find out the meaning in English. This is how you will get an opportunity every day to improve the vocabulary and you will see the difference. Now, maybe you will not start applying the word in writing, maybe you will not start speaking the word, but next time the word will come in reading context, you will understand the meaning. And that is how you will keep improving your vocabulary. Even, like if I'm reading a book, I write down the meanings always. Let me show you the example if you can see this. I mean, every time I'm reading a book and there comes a new word, I always write down the meaning. So I always carry a pencil with me, even when I'm reading any content, because I have to write down the meaning. This is how I'm also improving my vocabulary. And trust me, if you apply these words, you will see the immense difference in your vocabulary bucket. Well, everybody, thank you so very much for watching this video. I'll hope to see you in the next video. Till then, take care, stay blessed. Assalamu alaikum.